First of all, before I begin my remarks, I'd like to first of all say I am thoroughly impressed. I had no idea what I was coming to. I had truly, speaking to you truthfully, I had really no idea the breadth is on what you do. So I am truly impressed. Thank you so much. On behalf of the government of Nova Scotia, I'm very happy to be here to enjoy your company, congratulate the deserving award winners, and to spend a bit of money with you. I would also like to thank the Zonta Club of Halifax for supporting the hard work of organizations and individuals who provide leadership and vital services to our community. I especially want to take a moment to acknowledge Zonta for creating and sustaining. Can you still hear me like this? Yes. Okay, then. And sustaining young women in public affairs award. That, when I found out today what this award does, I'm really impressed with the young ladies who have received this award. You are not only recognizing exceptional women at a critical stage in their life, you are encouraging them to pursue public life and political life. I am proud to be part of the most diverse government in Nova Scotia's history. And last year, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau created Canada's first gender balanced cabinet. Those are fantastic milestones. And you, the women sitting here, deserve to be proud of that, because the work that you do through Zonta has contributed to these types of achievements, both here and around the world. And I thank you for that. Congratulations to tonight's award recipients. Thanks to all the donors who contributed to the silent auction, and to all the members of Zonta for the great work you do at home and around the world. I applaud Zonta for its incredible foresight. Zonta recognized that we are in a global community. And you know what? Zonta recognized that long before others did. So thank you for that. And you have demonstrated that through what you are presenting and doing here today. So thank you so much. I'm coming to the end because I was also told you don't like a lot of long speakers. So thank you. As minister, if there is something that I can do to help Zonta, please reach out, ask me, and I will do my best to try to help you as well. Thank you.
of the Zonta Club of Halifax Award for 2016.
by recognizing a commitment to the volunteer sector, evidence of volunteer leadership achievements, and a dedication to empowering women worldwide through service and advocacy. There are 3 levels of competition for this Young Women in Public Affairs Award. At the club level, the Zonta Club of Halifax awards $1,000, 1,000 Canadian dollars, to the YWEA winner, whose application is then sent to compete at the district level for the United States $1,000. If she wins at this level, the district winner then competes at the Zonta International level, where the top 10 applicants, as you have just heard before, from around the world receive $4,000 to assist them as their careers progress. The review process that we use here is there are 3 reviewers. One is Professor Hyatt Field, who is a member of Zonta, and then it is Professor Gail McDougall and myself, and we are external reviewers. How we do it is we get these wonderful applications to read, and I can't thank you enough for the honor of reading these, because they just reaffirm your whole belief for the future. It's a great gift. And then we get together and having reviewed them independently, and we reach a consensus on who we will approve or recommend this year for the award. So again, I want to thank you for that opportunity, and now I'd like to ask Gail McDougall to present one of our awards.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again. We've been here a number of years now, and as Carol kind of hinted at, this is one of the highlights of the year, because we have the opportunity to meet, at least on paper and then in person, some of the wonderful young women that are part of Nova Scotia. And it is an honor and a privilege, and it's very difficult sometimes to come up with a couple of recommendations, because so many of the young women are absolutely exceptional. That being said, I put on my glasses, even though I did learn print. It's my pleasure to introduce Hannah McIntosh, a grade 12 student at Armed Grade Academy, who is the recipient of the Zonta Club of Halifax Leadership Award. Hannah is an amazing young woman who has consistently demonstrated leadership and initiative in her activities in her school and in the greater community. Her leadership skills have been recognized by not only her peers, but the faculty as well. She has served on student government and is a student prefect this year. She has taken the initiative to start a group at Armed Grade that actively supports the Free the Children organization. In her role as a student prefect, she's been coordinating events for graduating class. She's been to Ecuador on a service trip in which she was able to learn about the challenges facing the community, but also being able to work side by side with community members to help build a health center. She volunteers in her community as a basketball coach and has worked with special needs children in summer camps. Hannah has been able to build on her personal experience with juvenile diabetes to volunteer with the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation, as well as to do presentations on juvenile diabetes to her school community. In the words of one of her references, Hannah daily demonstrates consistent and outstanding dedication to solving both armed grade and community problems, and she makes both communities better places. She does this happily, quietly, modestly. It is a joy to behold. Our sincere congratulations on your achievements to date, and best wishes for what promises to be a bright and exciting future.
I'm thankful to be receiving this award to help fund my post-secondary education, and it is an absolute honor to be selected by an organization dedicated to one of my passions, which is women's empowerment. I am currently a grade 12 student at Northumberland Regional High School, having recently completed my studies in the International Baccalaureate Diploma Program. Gender equality and women's empowerment have always been causes very near to my heart on both the local and international scale. Over the years, I have volunteered with numerous student leadership organizations such as the NSSA to help inspire other young women around Nova Scotia to develop their leadership skills and to become active global citizens. Service work has always been something that I've been doing. A few years ago, as she mentioned, I decided to challenge myself as a volunteer by traveling on 2 service learning trips, first to Halifax, Kenya, and then to Campeche, Mexico. These trips have changed my life for the better, and they gave me the unique opportunity to work with Aboriginal women empowering themselves through sources of alternative income. In Kenya, I met Mama Gladys, who creates traditional Maasai beadwork to support herself and her family, as well as Lolita, who is empowered through sustainable agriculture, proudly managing her farm to ensure that her children have the chance to go to school. Similarly in Mexico, I was able to speak with rural Mayan women who also support themselves by selling traditional handicrafts woven with palm tree leaves. Networking with women both here and abroad who are empowering themselves through alternative income and leadership has inspired me to develop a long-term career goal pertaining to my interest in veterinary medicine. In the future, I hope to work as a vet in developing nations with subsistence farmers, particularly women, to ensure that they have healthy food animals to maintain sustainable product yields in order to feed their families and to escape the cycle of poverty. The funds from this award will assist me in achieving this goal as I begin my first year of university at Dalhousie's Faculty of Agriculture in Truro, entering the Bio-Veterinary Science program. Thank you so much to the Zonta Club of Halifax and to the YWPA Committee for making this possible, and I look forward to what the future may bring, empowering women through service and advocacy. Thanks.
It means a lot to me to see this happen 2 years in a row for the Halifax Club. We have just heard the biography and we were introduced to this year's Halifax winner of the YPWA Award, Madeline Nielsen. As you will appreciate from hearing about her application and her accomplishments at such a young age, and it's really quite amazing. But I have the great pleasure to announce that in addition to being the winner of the Halifax Young Women in Public Affairs Award, Madeline has been selected as the winner of the District 1. Give her tonight, but there will be a U.S. cash award, which I believe is $1,000. And that's in U.S. dollars. This is important too.
Representing her this part of the program. And I'd like to call upon Meredith McDonald and Dr. Jane Gordon and Dana Garrett. Please come to the podium. The Jane F. Clausen Women in Business Scholarships are awarded to women undertaking business studies who have demonstrated outstanding potential in this field and who are studying in the Zonta region. There are 3 levels to the Zonta International Scholarship. The Zonta Club of Halifax awards $1,000 to the JMK winner, and it will forward her application to compete at the district level. At the district, a winner receives $1,000 US, and her application is then forwarded on to Zonta International, where the top 12 applications are awarded US $7,000. The Zonta Club of Halifax 2016 Jane M. Clausen Scholarship this year is awarded to Nina Gard from St. Mary's University. This year. I'm a 4th-year student of economic honors with a major in finance and a minor in mathematics. After graduating from St. Mary's University next year, I plan to pursue a master's in economics and finance. In the present day and age, women with their courage and intellectual potential have blurred the lines that have sought to differentiate and diminish their genius solely based on their gender. In the developed world, it is hard to discount the potential of a woman and rate her as a second-class individual who can be easily subjugated, solely because she might be physically inferior to her male counterpart, for example. Women have regained their voice, and its noise is equivalent to the terrifying roar of a lion. Leading the movement of change are the incredible women in business, science, and arts who have constantly redefined social paradigms by the sheer will of their labor and passion. I'm fortunate to have been under the influence of women who have used their authority in business and their knowledge of commerce to usher in vast waves of positive change for our global society. These large-scale transformations initiated by strong women have lifted many communities out of their backwardness and taken them to the pathway of a more prosperous and healthier tomorrow. My desire to study business has been partly born out of the inspiration taken from such legendary role models such as Jane M. Clausen. Through my education in finance and economics, I hope to get a good handle on the forces that define the world of business and determine the outcome of a country's financial prosperity and economic growth. Since joining St. Mary's University in 2013, I have co-authored 7 academic papers in top international research journals and conferences with my academic advisor, mentor, and now friend, Dr. Eric Lee. many PhD paper presenters, I won the Best Student Research Paper Award at a higher education research conference in Spain last year. Under Dr. Eti's guidance, I have also peer-reviewed research papers for an international book and for international research conferences in business. Our research paper was accepted for publication last year as a chapter in a book entitled Advances in Higher Education. As an undergraduate student at St. Mary's, I've constantly endeavored to take up challenging formative courses such as critical thinking to develop strong logical and analytical skills. Extensive involvement with the university extracurricular activities have helped me transition into university life with success and confidence. I will elaborate upon an example of one of our activities with impoverished women. 2 years ago, on account of my ability to communicate in Spanish, I was invited by St. Mary's and Activist Society to lead its first international community development project called Options International. Bringing sustainable development to poverty-stricken areas of South American countries has been on our agenda for the past 2 years. From developing training workshops to providing artisan mothers with sewing machines to leading fundraising campaigns, we have sought to lead our team by example. I'm happy to report that our efforts bore fruit when we finally sent students to Peru and Bolivia last year to impart the training that we have been developing as a team. The local female artisan community greatly benefited from our efforts, and with their feedback, we have designed a strong business development model that is now being applied to other Latin American and African sites as well. I acknowledge the prestigious Zorn International's J.M. Clausen Women in Business Scholarship as an esteemed award that should go a long way in facilitating the furtherance of my academic goals and extracurricular activities. A hard worker, Jane was determined to save money and invest in supporting other women. Like Jane, I'm going to use my abilities and skills in ways that can uplift other women, especially the ones living in underdeveloped and developing nations. I'm very honored to accept this year's Zorn International J.M. Clausen Women in Business Scholarship Award. Thank you very much.
You can pay by check, by credit card, or by cash in the ballroom where we had the auction. There's going to be 3 pay stations, a separate one for credit card, then from cash or check. And I'm told that the credit card payment is going to be at your right when you go into the ballroom. The table that's just to the left of the bar, payment by cash in the middle, and the payment by check on the left. So we're going to give you the auction sheets, and you're going to be able to take them. They're going to be marked paid, and then you can go to our auction monitors to pick up your winning bids. So I'm going to turn it over to Catherine to do the draw for the tables. I've got a couple extras to go in. For the centerpieces first.
Now that's a chintzy way of giving you flowers. If I ever saw one.
Table 9, the winning ticket is 738604.
That's me.
Table 2, winning ticket 738549. We have the ticket. Table 4, prepared. Table 4, 738563. Table 6. The winning number is 738579. Table 7. The winning number is 738590. Was there okay, good. Table 5, 738570. Table number 1, 738539.
Yes.
Table number 3. Winning ticket is 738560.
Now we're going to draw the ticket for those of you who bought